Have you ever wondered if your daily bath could be doing more harm than good, especially after turning 70? What if that steamy shower or long soak in the tub, which you've always relied on to keep you fresh and healthy, could be silently stripping your skin, draining your energy, or even putting you at risk of a dangerous fall? Sounds shocking, right? In this video, we're diving into the truth about senior hygiene and why the age-old advice of more baths equals better hygiene might be completely wrong. We'll uncover why daily showers can damage your skin, increase the risk of falls, and even leave you feeling more exhausted. But here's the good news. You don't have to compromise your health or comfort. By watching until the end, you'll discover how often seniors should really bathe to stay healthy and safe. The simple expert-approved trick that keeps you fresh without stepping into a slippery bathroom, and how adjusting your bathing habits can dramatically improve your skin's health and overall well-being. You'll learn about the surprising benefits of bathing less often, including how it can protect your skin from dangerous infections and lower your risk of falls, something that could save your life. Plus, we'll share practical tips to maintain hygiene without exhausting yourself or risking injury. So stick with us, your health and safety might just depend on it. And by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to make smarter, safer choices for your care. Let's get started. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Daily baths can harm senior skin. Aging is an inevitable journey, one that brings both wisdom and physical changes. As we cross the threshold of 70, our skin goes through a profound transformation. This transformation isn't just about wrinkles or gray hair, it's about how the skin fundamentally alters in composition and behavior. I know that when we age, we often feel like our bodies are betraying us, but this change is natural. Over decades of research, including studies from the University of Pittsburgh and the University of California, San Francisco, we've gained insight into the exact ways our skin changes. With advancing years, the skin thins, and its outermost layer, the epidermis, loses density. At the same time, the underlying dermis weakens due to the decline in collagen and elastin production, those essential proteins that once kept our skin youthful and resilient. I think back to my journey and feel the loss of elasticity, the fragile skin that no longer springs back the way it used to. Sebaceous glands, the very organs responsible for secreting the oils that once kept our skin plump and moisturized, slow their output dramatically with age. These changes leave the skin not only drier but also more vulnerable. Sweat glands, which help regulate moisture, become less active too, and as a result, our skin struggles to retain its natural balance. The complexion we once took for granted, smooth, soft, and protected, transforms into something far more fragile and exposed to the harshness of the environment. For seniors, the daily ritual of bathing, especially when using hot water, harsh soaps, or soaking for extended periods, can be far more damaging than we realize. It can feel comforting at the moment, but it strips away the dwindling reserves of sebum, the skin's natural protective oil, and leaves it vulnerable. It's as if each shower unknowingly weakens our defenses, leaving us defenseless against the outside world. And this isn't just a superficial problem. It sets off a cascade of issues that go beyond dry skin. Dermatologists warn that this process triggers dryness, a sensation that can feel tight, irritated, and uncomfortably prickly. That feeling of tightness may seem minor, but it often escalates into persistent itching that disturbs sleep, daily comfort, and peace of mind. I've seen it myself. My own experience with skin irritation was more than just uncomfortable. It was emotionally draining. And it doesn't stop there. Over time, this dryness can turn into a condition called xerosis, a medical term that sounds as dry as it feels. Imagine your skin becoming rough and scaly, with cracks that sting with every movement. It's more than just annoying. It's a painful, physical reminder that the body we once knew has changed. These cracks can bleed and open the door to infections, especially for seniors who may already struggle with underlying conditions like dermatitis or other chronic skin issues. For me, seeing a loved one endure that kind of discomfort is heartbreaking. I wish I had known how much of a toll daily bathing can take. But there's more to this than just the physical effects. The emotional toll is significant. Seniors who face persistent itching and irritation experience frustration daily. Imagine trying to enjoy a peaceful evening, only to be disrupted by the constant pull of irritated skin. Or struggling to get through the day as flakes of dry skin catch on your clothes. It's not just about appearance. It's about feeling uncomfortable in your own body. For those with mobility issues or arthritis, the effort to bathe daily can be taxing enough on its own. Adding skin damage into the equation only compounds the burden, making something as simple as self-care feel like a monumental challenge. Research supports these observations, particularly highlighting the role of hot water in accelerating skin harm. Hot water dissolves lipids, those critical fats that help keep skin hydrated and strong. And when we add alkaline soaps into the mix, the skin's natural pH is disrupted. For older adults, this is more than just an inconvenience. It's a legitimate health risk. Compromised skin is less able to fend off bacteria, fungi, or allergens, opening the door for infections or even worsening existing wounds like ulcers. What starts as an innocent attempt at personal hygiene could, over time, unintentionally make seniors more vulnerable. 2. Less bathing lowers infection risk. In a world where cleanliness is often tied to frequent washing, there's a surprising revelation that may make you rethink your routine. For seniors over 70, bathing less often might protect them from infections. This isn't just a hunch or some alternative theory. It's supported by scientific research, including findings from the New England Journal of Medicine. When I first encountered this concept, it felt almost counterintuitive. After all, we've been conditioned to believe that regular bathing is key to staying healthy. But then I started to look deeper into the science, and it all started to make sense. Studies tracking older adults found a surprising pattern. Seniors who bathed less often, whether it was every other day or just 2 to 3 times a week, had fewer skin tears. It's not just a matter of cleanliness. It's about the fragility of aging skin. Unlike the resilient skin of youth that can bounce back from scrapes and bumps, the skin of seniors is thin and slow to heal. Tears in the skin, no matter how small they seem, take much longer to mend as blood flow decreases and the immune system weakens. This leaves seniors vulnerable to infections like cellulitis or even more serious conditions such as sepsis, which can be devastating. It's a painful reminder that, in the body's later years, even the smallest scratch can open the door to much bigger problems. The connection between frequent bathing and skin tears is clear when you understand how water and soap interact with aging skin. Frequent washing, particularly with hot water, strips the skin of the natural oils it desperately needs to stay intact. These oils form a protective barrier, and without them, the skin becomes brittle and more prone to splitting with even the gentlest contact. Scrubbing, in particular, might feel like a necessary step in our hygiene routine, but it's like adding insult to injury. Each scrub, every wash, increases the pressure on fragile skin, making it even more vulnerable to tearing. That familiar sensation of pulling on a sweater or brushing against rough fabric now becomes a potential risk, one that could lead to painful, long-healing skin wounds. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. But there is a way forward. When seniors bathe less often, their skin has time to retain those essential oils and rebuild its natural defenses. Spot cleaning with a damp cloth for areas that need attention, like the armpits or groin, allows seniors to stay hygienic without subjecting their skin to the stress of full body washing. This simple adjustment can have profound benefits. It means fewer skin tears, less pain, and ultimately, fewer trips to the doctor. I've seen the difference it makes in the lives of older adults, and I'm convinced it's a healthier path for preserving their skin's integrity. In the end, this approach isn't just about preventing infections. It's about reducing the burden on seniors, particularly those with limited mobility or resources. The risk of complications that lead to hospital stays, those terrifying, unnecessary hospital visits, becomes far less likely. We owe it to our aging loved ones to rethink the everyday rituals that we might take for granted and to understand that less can sometimes be more. The skin deserves to be treated with the care and respect it so desperately needs, and that means adjusting our habits in the pursuit of better health. 3. Falls are a bigger threat than dirt. For older adults, the bathroom is not just a space for personal grooming, but a potential danger zone where the risk of injury lurks at every corner. While it may seem like an everyday part of life, bathing becomes a perilous task as we age. The American Geriatric Society has raised a red flag about this critical issue, emphasizing that falls are among the leading causes of injury, disability, and even death for seniors. And believe me, the statistics are not just numbers. They are a harsh reality that many families face every day. Let's talk about the cold, hard truth here. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, over 1 in 4 adults aged 65 or older falls every year. This isn't just a slip or a stumble. These incidents result in millions of emergency room visits, broken bones, and far too many tragic fatalities. To put it simply, a fall can change everything. As we age, our bodies naturally lose some of their muscle strength. Our reflexes slow down, and conditions like arthritis or osteoporosis rob us of our balance and stability. Now, add to this already fragile situation the dangerous combination of wet, slippery surfaces in the bathroom. Slick tiles covered with soap suds or a bathtub with a smooth, enamel finish, and you have a minefield waiting to happen. Daily bathing only heightens this danger. It's not just about stepping into the shower, it's the challenge of navigating that slippery slope every single day. Imagine stepping over a high tub ledge, trying to balance on one foot, all while your wet body is already drained from the effort. The steam from the hot water clouds your vision, your muscles start to fatigue from standing for too long, and your senses are overwhelmed. This is a recipe for disaster. What's even scarier is that bath time often falls during those moments when we're already at our most vulnerable, whether it's the grogginess of the morning or the exhaustion of the evening. The American Geriatric Society points out that this is when falls are most likely to happen. A simple misstep in these conditions doesn't just result in a bruise. It can lead to broken bones, head injuries, and long-term health complications that rob seniors of their independence. I can't stress enough that a fall doesn't just affect the body, it erodes confidence and independence. And for those of us who live alone or have limited support, it could mean a sudden, irreversible shift toward assisted care. This is why I'm an advocate for rethinking our bathing routines. Instead of subjecting ourselves to dangerous daily showers, perhaps we should consider cutting back, just a little. Imagine showering only once or twice a week and supplementing with sponge baths or quick washes at the sink. This simple adjustment reduces your exposure to that slippery, high-risk environment by half or more. In doing so, you maintain a safer, more balanced approach to personal hygiene. Let's be real here. A bit of dirt or a light odor is nothing compared to the devastation of a fall. That fleeting moment of perfect cleanliness can't compare to the lasting impact of a broken bone or a concussion. Our health, our safety, and our ability to remain in our own homes should be the priority. When you weigh the consequences, the answer is clear. Protecting your body from harm should come before a spotless appearance. Practical adjustments like adding grab bars, using non-slip mats, or installing seated showers are helpful. But the real solution is reducing bath frequency. Fewer trips to that risky environment mean fewer chances for a life-altering fall. 4. Your body cleans itself. It might sound like a revelation, but believe me, your body is designed to clean itself in ways we often take for granted. This isn't some futuristic concept. It's pure, biological genius honed over millions of years of evolution. It's the simple truth. Our bodies have been gifted with a self-cleaning mechanism that doesn't require water or soap to do its job. The skin, which we often see as just a barrier, is a living ecosystem. It's home to beneficial bacteria, natural oils, and a finely balanced pH and moisture system that works tirelessly to keep us healthy. For older adults, this natural cleaning system becomes even more critical as the skin begins to age, losing some of its resilience and oil production. So, overbathing, especially using hot water and harsh soaps, can do more harm than good, stripping away those crucial protective elements. One of the most remarkable parts of this self-cleaning system is the skin's microbiome. This bustling community of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, and even microscopic mites, works alongside our skin to keep it free from harmful pathogens. These friendly microbes feast on dead skin cells, sweat, and excess oils, breaking them down into harmless byproducts, all while fending off more dangerous invaders like Staphylococcus aureus, which can cause skin infections. These helpful bacteria produce antimicrobial compounds that act like tiny soldiers, protecting us from illness. Meanwhile, sebum, the oil produced by our skin's sebaceous glands, forms a protective shield, trapping moisture and keeping dirt at bay. Our skin even sheds its dead cells in a process known as desquamation, getting rid of dirt naturally as part of the body's continuous renewal cycle. The problem with frequent bathing is that it interferes with this beautifully orchestrated system. Hot water and harsh soaps dissolve the sebum, drying out the skin and leaving it vulnerable. The process of scrubbing away at our skin with high pH products kills the friendly bacteria, disrupting the delicate balance of our microbiome and opening the door to irritation, infection, and dryness. For seniors, whose skin is already more fragile, this overzealous approach to cleanliness can be particularly damaging. Research published in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology has found that excessive washing leads to dryness, eczema flare-ups, and even allergic reactions, all signs that the skin's natural defenses are being undermined. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're painful conditions that affect quality of life. For me, it's not just about the physical discomfort. There's something emotionally draining about feeling like your own body isn't cooperating with you. So, let's take a step back and appreciate the brilliance of our bodies. Sometimes, less really is more. Rather than scrubbing and stripping our skin, why not trust in the body's innate ability to care for itself? A reduced bathing schedule, paired with the occasional sponge bath, might be all that's necessary to stay clean and healthy, without disrupting the intricate, self-sustaining system that nature has so carefully crafted. This shift in mindset might not only benefit your skin, it can also help you live more peacefully, knowing you're in harmony with your own body. 5. Experts say once or twice a week is enough. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening revelation that might completely shatter everything you thought you knew about personal hygiene. Leading experts in geriatrics and dermatology are now advising that seniors bathe no more than once or twice a week. Yes, you read that right, once or twice a week. But before you assume this is an invitation to neglect cleanliness or lower your standards, let me assure you this is not about compromising your health or hygiene in any way. Rather, it's a deliberate, science-backed shift aimed at understanding and respecting the specific needs of aging skin and bodies. It's an approach born of careful consideration, research, and a growing awareness that our needs evolve as we grow older. This isn't about turning a blind eye to hygiene or letting go of the basic rituals that help us feel refreshed and clean. Instead, it's a call for us to shift our mindset and adapt to the changing realities of aging. As we age, our skin becomes thinner, drier, and less capable of producing the natural oils that once kept it resilient. It's vulnerable now, more so than ever before. And when we wash too frequently, we risk stripping away the very oils that protect it. It's a simple, yet profound idea. Sometimes, less truly is more. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And let's be honest, our modern culture has so deeply ingrained the idea of daily baths that it's become a near-religious practice. We're conditioned to think that a daily bath is a non-negotiable, universal standard. But this notion is being gently, yet firmly, dismantled by experts who are working to change the narrative. Dermatologists, geriatricians, and researchers some of the most respected voices in the field, are coming together to share one clear message. Frequent bathing isn't always the answer for seniors, and the truth is, it may be doing more harm than good. For instance, reputable organizations like the American Academy of Dermatology, alongside specialists from Johns Hopkins University, are now recommending that bathing be tailored to individual needs. It's no longer a matter of adhering to a one-size-fits-all rule. Instead, it's about honoring the specific needs of each senior, considering their unique activity levels, health conditions, and personal comfort. For example, someone who spends most of their time indoors may produce far less sweat and dirt than an active senior or someone who enjoys gardening. And that's okay. In fact, in those cases, a full body soak isn't necessary. A quick, spot wash with a cloth will suffice. What makes this approach so revolutionary, and, dare I say, empowering, is the focus on adapting to the individual. It means seniors no longer have to adhere to the outdated belief that a daily bath is essential for health and hygiene. The reality is far more nuanced. Seniors living with chronic conditions, such as incontinence or pressure sores, might need more focused care in certain areas, but they don't require an entire bath every day. When we recognize this and adjust our hygiene routines, we begin to honor our body's true needs and avoid the harm that can come from overbathing. Studies show that overbathing can lead to skin breakdown, irritation, and even the formation of painful sores, issues that are especially concerning for frail older adults. In contrast, less frequent bathing helps preserve the skin's natural defenses, keeping it healthy and intact. And let's not forget about the practical side of things. Bathing just once or twice a week is a much gentler approach, supplemented by spot cleaning areas like the face, hands, and groin. This not only keeps seniors fresh and clean, but also reduces the physical toll that excessive bathing can take on their bodies. Now, let's talk about odor, something that often drives people to bathe more frequently than necessary. The truth is that managing odor doesn't require multiple baths a week. A deodorant application, a quick wipe down, or even a fresh change of clothes is often enough to keep things under control. This isn't about being lazy or cutting corners. It's about making smarter choices for our bodies. When we align our bathing habits with the needs of our aging bodies, we can maintain hygiene without subjecting ourselves to unnecessary strain. This isn't about doing less for the sake of laziness. It's about giving our bodies what they need to thrive. We're living longer, and we deserve to age with dignity and wisdom, taking care of our bodies in ways that truly nurture us. And let me tell you, in my personal experience, it's liberating to embrace a more relaxed, thoughtful approach to personal hygiene. It's not about perfection. It's about balance. And when we trust the science behind these recommendations, we begin to see how less really can be more when guided by intelligence and care. 6. Daily baths can exhaust seniors. Now, let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed: the physical toll that daily baths can take on seniors. What might seem like a simple, routine task can be a grueling ordeal for those over 70, leaving them physically drained and emotionally exhausted. This is a harsh reality that many of us overlook, but the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, has brought this issue to the forefront, shining a light on how bathing can deplete seniors' precious energy reserves. For so many of us, a quick shower or bath is a part of daily life, something we do without thinking. But for seniors, especially those with weaker muscles and stiffer joints, even something as seemingly simple as stepping into a shower or climbing into a tub can feel like a monumental task. When you factor in decreased stamina, diminished balance, and fragile muscles, it's clear that what once was an effortless routine becomes a physically demanding ordeal. This is why the shift to fewer baths each week isn't just about skincare. It's about preserving vital energy and giving seniors the freedom to enjoy life without being worn out by something as basic as personal hygiene. The physical demands of bathing go far beyond just getting in and out of the tub. Research from JAMA underscores how standing in the shower for even just 10 to 15 minutes can put immense strain on the cardiovascular system, especially for those with heart conditions or circulation problems. The warm water causes blood vessels to dilate, which can drop blood pressure and leave seniors feeling dizzy or lightheaded. This dizziness can lead to dangerous falls in the slippery environment of a bathroom, a terrifying reality for many. And then there's the breathlessness that can accompany bathing. For seniors with respiratory conditions like COPD, inhaling steamy air can feel suffocating, turning what should be a relaxing, rejuvenating experience into one of struggle and discomfort. For those suffering from arthritis, the act of washing, whether it's reaching to scrub the back or bending to wash the feet, can cause intense pain in already sore joints. It can turn a routine task into a gauntlet of agony. Let's not forget about the challenge of balance. Stepping in and out of a tub is difficult, and for those with neuropathy or other conditions that dull the senses in the feet, the danger of misstepping is real. After the bath, the exhaustion doesn't end. Toweling off and dressing can feel like an additional burden, leaving seniors so worn out that they might need to lie down to recover. This fatigue often carries over into the day, robbing them of the energy they need to engage in more important activities like socializing, exercising, or simply enjoying life. It's not just about physical exhaustion, it's about emotional depletion, too. For many seniors, the energy spent on bathing takes away from the moments they could be spending with loved ones, engaging in hobbies, or simply enjoying a peaceful afternoon. When bathing becomes a daily chore that leaves them drained, it leads to a ripple effect, diminishing their overall quality of life. But here's where things can change for the better. By scaling back on the frequency of baths, perhaps to just once or twice a week, seniors can preserve their energy, allowing them to engage in the activities that truly matter. Adding small modifications, like using a shower chair or handheld shower head, can further ease the physical burden. This isn't about giving up hygiene, it's about conserving strength for what counts, whether that's spending time with family, enjoying a favorite hobby, or just living in a way that feels comfortable and meaningful. Studies have shown that reducing bathing frequency can improve mood and reduce feelings of fatigue. Seniors experience more energy, and with that energy, they can embrace life with greater joy and vitality. For many, this change doesn't represent a loss of independence. It's an empowering choice that fosters freedom and well-being. After all, what good is a daily bath if it costs us the energy to enjoy the things that make life truly worth living? 7. Hygiene isn't just about bathing. Hygiene isn't just about taking a bath. The concept of cleanliness doesn't have to be confined to the traditional idea of stepping into a shower or tub every day. For seniors, this shift in perspective is nothing short of liberating. The old-school notion that we must cleanse our bodies with water daily is, frankly, an outdated cultural relic that no longer serves us. The truth is, you can feel fresh, healthy, and dignified without enduring the physical challenges that come with frequent bathing. And I think this realization is long overdue. For seniors, the message is simple. Hygiene isn't about the quantity of water you use or the physical strain of a full body bath. It's about the quality of your choices. Modern alternatives prove just how many ways we can stay clean, with dignity, without having to rely on an old-fashioned shower routine. Wet wipes, hand washing, oral care, fresh clothes, and regular grooming form a toolkit of smart, tailored self-care practices that keep us comfortable and confident. It's not about lowering standards or accepting something less than ideal. It's about redefining what hygiene means, especially as we age. It's about making choices that honor our bodies, our well-being, and, most importantly, our dignity. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let's look at the options. Each one is a practical powerhouse in its own right, changing the game for seniors. Wet wipes, those convenient pre-moistened heroes, are perfect for quickly cleaning those key areas, like underarms, the groin, or the face, where sweat and bacteria love to linger. They're incredibly gentle on fragile skin, require no rinsing, and eliminate the need to stand or balance in a slippery, often hazardous bathroom. For someone with limited mobility, like an elderly person with arthritis or a bad back, this simple solution is nothing short of a godsend. Then there's hand washing, which might seem like a no-brainer, but it's truly one of the most effective tools we have for keeping germs at bay. Your hands are often the first point of contact with dirty surfaces or the world around you, so a quick wash of the hands can go a long way in preventing illness. It's simple, effective, and avoids the need to wash the entire body. Oral care is often overlooked in the conversation about bathing, but it's a hygiene heavyweight that shouldn't be ignored. A good brushing, flossing, and a quick rinse with mouthwash don't just keep your breath fresh. They banish bacteria that can lead to disease, all while maintaining that confident smile. It's a small step that has a huge impact on your overall hygiene and well-being. Fresh clothes, swapping into light, breathable fabrics every day, help wick away moisture and keep odor at bay. A simple comb-through of your hair or a quick wipe-down is often all you need to keep looking polished and feeling put together. Add a touch of deodorant or a spritz of body mist, and you're good to go. It's a hygiene routine that is as effective as it is simple. And let's not forget how this approach can change the game for seniors facing physical limitations. Imagine an 80-year-old with shaky hands or painful knees trying to navigate the slippery, awkward space of a shower. The very thought of stepping into a tub or wrestling with a shower head can feel overwhelming. But wiping down with a cloth or changing into a fresh shirt, that's doable. And it makes all the difference. For those living in colder climates, where the idea of wet hair and a cold bathroom can send chills down your spine, and worse, increase the risk of pneumonia, alternatives like dry shampoo or a warm washcloth can provide all the freshness you need without the risks of a full bath. It's simple, safe, and keeps you comfortable. Studies support this shift in perspective. Research in geriatric nursing has shown that seniors who use these bathing alternatives report feeling just as clean, fresh, and socially presentable as those who bathe daily. Many report fewer skin issues, less fatigue, and an overall improvement in their quality of life. It's a strategy that preserves dignity, especially for those with caregivers, empowering them to maintain hygiene on their terms instead of following a rigid, one-size-fits-all schedule. Hygiene, it turns out, is far less about the volume of water you use and more about finding what works for you as an individual. It's about crafting a self-care routine that is flexible, safe, and personalized to the realities of aging. And that, in my opinion, is the true art of hygiene. One that allows seniors to feel their best, no matter their age, no matter their physical challenges. As we wrap up today's video, I hope you've gained some valuable insights into how hygiene can be more than just a daily bath. It's about taking control and finding what works best for you. Aging doesn't mean sacrificing your dignity or comfort. It means adapting and making choices that honor your body's needs. From wet wipes to fresh clothes, it's all about redefining hygiene in a way that fits your life and keeps you feeling fresh, healthy, and confident. So, what have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and let me know one thing you've learned from this video that you'll bring into practice in your daily life. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world to us, and we're so glad you're here. Keep practicing self-care, and remember, you're never too old to feel your best.